Hey everybody, Alex, also known as Solinus Dracone. You know the drill. With me, as usual, is Rambler81. Hello, Rambler.
Yo.
Yo, the yo is back. Okay, so we just got something cool that we can get now. We can jump off of the flipping ledge and go onto a time machine.
Awfully fortunate you don't fall into the endless abyss.
Awfully fortunate it doesn't fall into the endless abyss, but you know what? That's just how it goes. So, I guess we gotta get back to the year 12,000 BC, don't we?
We could do that, or we could perhaps just poke around, get some chests and such, some new armors, or save it for later.
Well, the thing about doing that right now is we don't have the wings on the Wings of Time.
Ironic.
Yeah, and some of the better stuff is going to be on places we kind of have to fly to. So, let's just get on with the story, and we'll have a time for side quests later on. We'll do a whole episode or 5 based on side quests.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just so anticlimactic. We get the fuck in and suddenly we're in a shit. God. I fucking hate this. Anyways, putting Marley back in the party there. And if we try to go back up to the Kingdom of Zeal, to the Sky Bridge, to the Skyway, it is sealed.
Why was it open to begin with? Just curious.
Because they weren't expecting our kind. So, we are more or less all sort of... We're all on top of our HP, so let's plumb into the small cave. Oh no! We can't do that. Which means... I keep
Damn it, Jim,
about...
you put my time portal inside a bowl of Jello again.
I've been playing way too much Final Fantasy IV. I keep worrying that I'm gonna get attacked over land, but remember this is Chrono Trigger.
I'm awfully happy this game doesn't have random encounters. Well,
Fucking A. I mean, sometimes they're random, but they're not always. This is... I don't even care about these people. I think there's a shop in here, actually, that... Yeah! Some goods. Ooh. They got stuff. Oh my.
the Mega Blaster.
Yes. We got Zanmato, Comet Bow, Mega Blaster.
Zanmato sounds like some sort of organic fruit drink.
Why no can buy? Oh noes! I am poor. Zanmato, yeah, that does sound a little bit like something that you'd have clams mixed into.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Ugh, I'll take the crab juice.
Crab juice. Crab juice. Okay, the time-honored tradition of sell your shit back. Ruby Vest. Fuck it. We wasted money on that shit anyhow. Any other things? We gotta figure out what the fuck Ambrosia is for in this game.
I'm pretty sure it's Cure Confusion, but whatever.
Why is it usable outside of battle?
Is it usable outside of battle?
It is! Well, I mean, I can't sell it all of a sudden. Oh wait, I'm buying now, that's right. Mega Blaster, can we afford? No.
Nope.
Radiant Helm. Well, fuck that, it's only 2 more, I don't care. Oh, hello. Radiant Plate, huh? Alright, mark this down, we're gonna have to buy from these people, with their ludicrously overpriced goods. But yeah, it is usable outside of battle. See? Ambrosia. What the fudge does it do? Alright, you know what? I want to find this out.
I can look, you can play.
Yeah. Well, I've already started. Oh, fucking hell, Google survey. Go away. I want to look at my wiki. Have you noticed that on wikis that Google surveys popping
It stores HP or MP, meaning it'll randomly restore any amount of MP or HP or both.
So it's basically a completely random thing.
Guess so.
Fecking useless. I mean,
Is that even in the original game, though?
I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is there's a save point.
It's kind of funny because half the questions on the Chrono Trigger game fact site is like, what does ambrosia do? What is ambrosia for? Etc.
And nobody really has an answer. So, okay. This looks like a trap. Nope, it's just a strength capsule.
Damn, they got you.
Yeah, nope, just Chuck Testa. Might as well get Chrono's strength up. And we're gonna be facing a couple of beasts in this cave. I believe this was called the Cave of Beasts at one point, wasn't it? No, the Mud Beast, okay. Uh-oh. His attack increased. Is that a problem?
I say you can probably do without it doing that, but...
Yeah, I might not want to let their attack
might work
increase.
Against you, just saying.
It could go wrong. But Luca can napalm them. They apparently are a little bit more weak against fire. Really, that's what you do with attack increased? It's not that great. Ooh, purple sword.
I'm trying my hardest.
Oh, you're so funny. Listen to you. Acting like anybody gives a shit. Why can't I sell the slasher?
It's a plot item?
How?
Well, not necessarily plot, but you get a plot-related quest.
It's spoils of war.
What does it matter? You don't have inventory limitations in this game. Aside from
I
the
wanted
barracks.
to sell it so I could get money for some better shit. God.
Well, too bad.
Ugh. Okay, and Luca's really behind on the fire too, so we need to get her up to speed on that anyways. More of these fuckers.
And I don't think these guys respawn after you leave, but they give 10 TP each, so that's probably why.
I seem to remember that, yeah, you can grind the hell out of these. Of course, if you go up onto the Mountain of Woes, or the Mountain of Sorrows, or the Mountain of Who Gives a Shit, you can basically leave and come back and those guys will respawn. I reckons by the time I get... Because we were talking about this before the video. Did you do any grinding? And I'm like, nah, I didn't do any grinding. And you're like, oh, you're gonna fuck up by the 2 golems, man. And I'm like, well, by that time, we'll have been through 3 dungeons. So this is one of them. Oh, yeah. You had Imp to read.
3 dungeons? Okay, I might be wrong about the beast, but I'm pretty sure. I only have 1 dungeon.
There's the Underwater Palace.
Yes.
There's the
That's
Mountain
where the
of
2
Woe,
golems are.
Counts as a dungeon.
Yes.
And
where's number 3?
Number 3 could be the Blackbird itself.
No, that's after the 2 golems.
Oh, that's right. I am going back to. Are the 2 golems? Yeah, they are in the bottom of that. Oh, that should be fine. We'll be fine. What the hell is going on here? They're doing X Strike on me. What the hell? We stopped talking about bullshit for a second. No, not...
So you're saying if we keep talking about bullshit, that's going to help the battle along?
Yeah, we need to stop talking about bullshit for just a minute. Alright, yeah, so these guys do have elemental whateverness to them. Oh, for fuck's sake, Chrono. Okay, come on. Gonna need cure on... Fuck! Alright, you know what? You know what? You know what? Fuck your shit, motherfucker. God! I don't remember this fight being that bad. We just need to watch what the hell we're doing, I guess. That imp is actually important to take down. Did he just... Yeah, he just did throw a rocket. His own beast. Okay, yeah, that's a sharp bit of a difficulty spike there, isn't it?
Kinda ground you to the dirt, didn't they?
They sure did. They made me part of the mood.
And that was like a two-part point. You didn't react to either of those.
Nope. Just completely fucked me up. So, yeah, gotta pay attention to this shit. Just, this one I'm not too worried about spamming the AoEs. But we really do have to be careful with those red and blue and the imp. Rambler here is on the end of 24 hours at least of being awake. So he's not very talkative at the moment.
Possibly. They all kind of blend together after a while.
That's the way hours are supposed to go. Welcome to my world. It's a lot easier when you accept it.
You're not the person who changes shifts every 2 weeks.
Excuse me, but my shift changes by the day. Probably once up and down every, no more than an hour and a half, but yeah.
I'm sure that must be killer.
Well, I mean, I did kind of tell you to try and find regular hours. I mean, yeah, we did have that conversation.
Yeah, well, because it's that easy, right?
You had the opportunity, you just didn't go for it. Because you were talking about all your coworkers, they wouldn't be able to live without you.
Well, feels that way sometimes, but still.
Well, you know what I say? Let the fuckers rot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but I kind of like them, so...
honestly, I mean... You're not getting through here! Okay. Honestly, at a certain point, you gotta start looking out for number one. Alright. Let's try to put that fucking imp down. Because I think as soon as we get rid of the imp, then the rest won't be a problem. Wow! That did nothing. And they just cross-smacked Luca.
Well, apparently if you eliminate the beasts first, he'll actually just strictly stick to healing himself as an action.
Which, that'll be annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna cleave this fucker if you don't mind. Oh! Resistant to physical attacks. You'd think you could just slice down the middle of that flipping melon head.
Maybe Chrono just has terrible aim.
God damn it. Alright, that should keep me alive for a few more rounds.
Or else, some sort of like, errata with D&D rules where, piercer weapons don't work against skeletons because that makes sense. Not like you can't just swing a rapier anyways and just knock his head off.
Well, I mean, bones are thicker than rapiers, though.
Fair enough.
It just stands to reason that... Stupid-a-doop-doop-doop.
Of course, then again, if you're just using a rapier, your strength probably isn't much to speak of anyways.
It's dexterity that you really need on a rapier class weapon.
Does it even count for D&D, though? I don't think so. I think it's still a strength-based weapon roll.
Really?
Well, actually, sometimes strength and dex will factor into a roll just for the sake of hitting.
Well,
but damage is usually based on strength.
I mean, isn't dagger class weapon kind of, based upon dexterity anyways?
If you throw it.
Oh, come on, you gotta be able to stab in just the right spot. Gotta know where the spot between the ribs is.
Yes, but often, like, both your strength and your dexterity stat will factor into your two-hit roll.
How do you like them apples? I am getting tired of this shit right here.
You should probably attack the beasts first.
I don't wanna!
Use your flame sword!
I don't wanna! Besides, I'm still outpacing him on damage, right? No, of course not.
What is his HP again? Let's see.
Too much for an imp.
1200.
Yeah?
And you're doing what? 92?
97. And he's kind of healing himself every turn, so
you
yeah.
think you can last 13 rounds plus change?
I don't think so, but it's too late to res the girls.
Damn, Chrono, get your shit together. Learn the life spell already.
He does have it, but that's the problem. He raises them and they're not full.
Ah.
Ugh. Bullshit.
Bleh.
Alright. We'll do it your way. We'll attack the fucking beasts. God. So angry. Not really.
Do you need my help at determining what element to use in which one?
I think I'm good, bro.
Okay.
I think I might be able to manage that. They do color-code it a little bit. But, I appreciate the alpha.
Maybe it's Shadow?
You think? Should I do that?
Maybe it's Lightning.
Could it possibly be Chuck Testa? No, that would be stupid.
No, it's Chuck Norris, because everything is weak to Chuck Norris.
Fuck Chuck Norris, okay? Fuck him. Fuck him forever. He's gone. He's done. John Cena. Alright? Fuck Chuck Norris. I've said my piece.
Sega Sata Shiro.
Well, Sega Sanshiro, obviously. He's all sorts of shit. But no, fuck Chuck Norris. Sorry. He's way too much of a right-wing nutbag for me to give him any respect at all.
Just like the White Ranger?
What, Tommy?
Yeah, apparently he's been into that kind of stuff lately, too.
He's been doing the KKK meetings, huh?
Not quite that much, but...
He's been racisting it up, yeah. I think I heard something about that. What was his name? Jason David Frank, or was that... No, I think it was Jason... Was it Jason David Frank?
Yeah, it was Jason David Frank, I believe.
Okay. And then there was Jason Narvi, who was Skull, right? And I always got that.
Sure.
Who gives a shit, right?
What are they doing now?
I don't know. I just remember when Bulk and Skull were walking around with a piece of cotton candy, and Bulk was all like waving the cotton candy around on the side of his head, like, "Oh, he's a crazy person," and Skull was like, "Yeah!" And it was like Beavis and Butthead, basically.
I think you should just go back and save after you defeat those two beasts.
Might be a good idea, yeah. Good work.
Save yourself a bit of grinding.
Yeah, but before you go saying, well, you should do the sword thing, then look what the fuck just happens immediately as soon as the battle opens.
Well, shit, don't it suck to be you.
Yeah.
Don't you have an accessory that prevents sleeping, perhaps? Maybe? I don't know.
It is not the Rage Band. I don't see why I should be giving it any form of attention whatsoever.
Because Chrono's countering the shit out of that sleep, isn't he?
Well, he's gonna counter that shit. And ain't it worth it?
Well, herp-de-derp-derp.
I do have Antipode Bomb, though. Except that would be a bad idea to use it.
Possibly. I don't recall the effects of a shadow attack on a blue or ice or fire absorbing enemy.
Well, that I think we should be able to deal with. Because we're doing pretty good damage against the beasts, actually.
Yeah, so it seems.
Yep. That's how it works. Oh, there goes Luca. Go on, res Luca. God damn it. Fucking imps, man. I am racist against imps. Also, Chrono is Jesus. Well, that's actually a pretty good amount to be brought back with. Wow, this battle's still going on. It's still happening. Look at him go. And I'll just do lightning on him. This is getting old, bro. Seriously, with a fucking rock you do that kind of damage? God. Is this whole episode gonna be about me sucking against this boss? Alright, I gotta pull this one back together. You still with me, bro? You went
Just
off...
late. No, just letting off, having some late night consumption.
What you eating? Or drinking?
Lean Italian meatballs with a combination soy sauce and barbecue sauce mix.
Fucking hell. I want to kill you now.
Not if my heart doesn't beat you to it.
Man, you should not be committing suicide by food. It's just not the right way out.
But it is tasty.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just death by meatball doesn't have the same ring as death by chocolate. God, do they have to keep moving the fucking thing to the top of the screen? I want it to stay here, because it looks better. I have a feeling I'm doing an underwhelming amount of damage in comparison to what I should be doing.
Actually reminds me of a conversation apparently I had, well, not that I had recently, but on a podcast I was listening to. And it kind of got in my head a little bit.
Was the conversation with another person?
No, not really. It was with a bunch of other people. It was a podcast I was listening to.
Okay, got it.
I flubbed initially what I was saying. Anyways. So, here's a one of two-way decision here you have to make.
Yeah.
Either you eat Taco Bell every day for 5 years, or you never eat there again.
Why?
I don't know, assuming that Taco Bell is a good place to go, personally, I don't think so.
I like Taco Bell. I don't know
So
if people hate on Taco Bell.
Okay, well then, if you like Taco Bell, then would you rather have it every day for 5 years, or never be able to eat there again?
I'd rather just be able to go when I want.
No, you only have two choices. That's it.
Why? This is America. What the fuck, Canada?
It's a hypothetical question. Let's answer it.
Well, it's a stupid hypothetical question. No, I refuse to be a part of this. This fucking Sophie's choice. Because that is not how life works. You get a choice!
Fun, sir.
You get a choice, people. You can do what you want. You don't have to be locked into a 2-point decision. What is even the point of that question?
Just
Why?
answering stupid hypothetical questions. Like, for instance, what would win in a battle? Either the Hulk or the Hulk's weight in bees?
How much does the Hulk weigh?
Well, it depends.
Well,
Well,
how much does a bee weigh?
let's say a ton.
So, okay, so let's say the Hulk weighs 1 ton.
Against 1 ton of bees.
Right, 1 ton Hulk against 1 ton of bees.
Sure.
I'm gonna say the bees.
Yeah?
Because how's he gonna punch each individual bee before they all fucking sting him? Explain that shit to me.
That's actually a very good argument. Of course, he could use the sonic slap technique that he has.
Do you know how many bees there are in a ton? You know how many bees are in a ton?
Yeah, but if he sends out like a shockwave, that's going to take out an awful lot of bees.
But what the fuck is a shockwave, first off? Hold on. When did Hulk get an AoE?
He's had that for a while. Essentially, he just claps his hands together with enough force to, create a sound wave.
But if he doesn't catch some bees in between his hands, that fucking doesn't work. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna get into a conversation about the Hulk when clearly there's more information out there that I'm not supposed to have, but I would say that a ton of bees would basically beat a ton of anything else in a fight, if it were living creatures. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the Swarm would fucking win in that situation.
Okay.
Because let me ask you something, Mr. Rambler. Would you be able to beat your weight in bees?
By myself, probably not.
You would be fucking dead. Remember, people sometimes wear bee beards. That's a lot of bees right there, and people are just fine with it. It's apparently not all that heavy. I have completely lost track of this fight.
Yep. That's been my goal all along, by the way.
God damn you! You fucking clever monkey. Alright. I really would love a slow spell of some kind in this game. Because, I mean, look at that shit. He's just fucking spamming it. So, and how am I not supposed to take that little shit out first? That's what doesn't make sense. How am I supposed to leave him alive when he's just spamming attacks like that? I'm pure defense at the moment. I'm just trying to recover from this bullshit. And then this happens. No, we're doing something wrong here. We're doing something horribly, horribly wrong. Something ain't right here. Alright, I think we might be back in control of this situation.
Have you been going back and forth on your attacking the beast there?
Yes, I have.
Maybe you should just focus on one.
Well, I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to do that when one is
one
weak against something else.
Well, then you have one person, either Mara or Luca, work on healing and defense. Actually, doesn't Luca have a protect spell by now?
She does, but I don't see what good that's gonna do us.
Reduce your physical damage.
Yeah. Does it work?
I should certainly hope so.
Alright, fuck this. I'm just antipode bombing them. I'm antipode bombing them, and I'm fucking high ethering them. That's how this is gonna get played. Seriously, how are we not taking out the healer first? We've been doing this wrong. And we're gonna pay for it soon.
Mm-hmm.
God almighty. I should just be spamming lightning too. I don't know why I'm straying from the path. God. No, really, we've been doing this for a half hour now. I'm thinking of
Holy
fucking
shit.
not keeping this.
And lose all our wittiisms?
Yeah, I know. Okay, so if we fail on this one, then it's just gonna cut until we've got this one beat. Because we've been taking this battle on way too fucking long. Thank you! I got one!
Yay.
Now, what the fuck is wrong with me? Alright, Resmarl. Now you got me fucking one-syllabling these names. Alright, now then. Bitch. Alright. Antipode bomb. You suck, Chrono. Okay, I think he only starts to really do that shit when they're getting down in levels, aren't they? I don't know how I'm supposed to outpace him, I really don't. You know what? I'm gonna Ice Sword him. Gonna Napalm. No, probably bad idea to Napalm him.
Probably.
God damn this little fucker. I just hate people that heal themselves all the time.
Just focus your ice attacks on the beast. Take him out.
Yeah. Ice Sword, go. And I'm gonna start buffing. There we go.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, that was a fucking lot. I should have been doing that from the beginning.
Didn't I Never mind.
No, you said do Antipode.
I didn't say do anything. I said use Ice Sword and Fire Sword.
You said use Shadow, okay? I only heard
I was
that
joking!
one. Well, you fucking can't do that to me, man. I'm super gullible. I'm really gullible.
Yes, use shadow and lightning on the beasts that are obviously weak to fire and water.
What else was Chrono gonna do, huh? What else was he gonna do? You explain that shit.
Bring the pain!
You motherfucker. And he just escaped, so... Great! Fucking half hour later, we fucking... Oh, how much... Did we at least get any gold from that? 10,000? I don't care. Oh, God. What a withering boss.
Get a non-copyright infringing Mega Blaster for Luca.
Sorry, there's no such non-copyright infringements. We'd be better off spending our money on armor with these two, to be perfectly honest.
Probably.
But we don't have the money for armor. So let's just go back to doing our thing.
And you're probably not going to be focused there needing Luca's gun that much anyways. If you use
Honest-
Luca's gun, you're probably doing something wrong.
Yeah, like fighting fire enemies. And we just walk up a chain like it ain't no thing. Just walk up a chain.
Now, this is awfully elaborate for its purpose.
It really is. Plus, I mean, these are the precursors to the Mystics, aren't they? They look like protean imps.
Weren't these guys around in the prehistoric times anyways?
The birds were, the imps weren't.
Hmm.
I just realized they're wearing pajamas,
Yeah, they've always been like that.
but I've never noticed it.
Mhm.
I mean, before it looked like they were at least wearing trousers, but these are wearing pajamas. Yeah. Oh, 24 TP, did you see that shit?
Yep.
These are some fucking nutritious-ass bitches. Okay, that's the way out. But-
Right, so those yellow stone enemies right there, I believe they lock out your text, but will give you, like, I think 10 TP per kill?
Yep, exactly. They're very similar to the eyeballs in the in the whatchamacallit. What's the name of that castle that's evil?
The Demon's Castle.
No!
Vegas's Keep.
No!
Which castle?
The Black Omen, there we go, okay. They're very similar to the Great Eyeball enemies in the Black Omen, in that I think the Black Eyeball, or the Great Eyeball enemies, they do... What the fuck did I go down for? They give you like 100 TP.
100?
Yeah, some big-ass number like that.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Still, yeah. They actually make me think a bit more of the metal slimes from the Dragon Warrior series.
What are those all about?
Essentially, they only have 4 hit points, but the most damage you can do to one in a single turn is 1, and they have wicked high evasion.
Yeah, that
And,
is a big...
and music doesn't do dick to them. Or magic.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Which, why does such an enemy even exist but to annoy?
Yes, but he also gives mad XP.
Yeah, but that's an annoyance, though. You could...
It's like a treat. It's like, oh my god, I have an opportunity to cut my level grinding time in half if I defeat this guy. It's like a lottery.
But it's a trap, though. Here's the thing, is that if you are taking the same amount of time grinding regular enemies, and, yeah, as you spend on that, then you are getting the
Well,
same
you don't
amount
search for them, obviously. They're just kind of like a luck of the draw kind of thing. Like, oh, all of a sudden you encounter Metal Slime. Hey, I have a chance to get a bunch of XP.
But then you can barely beat the Metal Slime.
Well, it's not a question of like how difficult it is. It's either you defeat them or you don't. Like, you just attack and that's your only option.
But it's completely random numbers generation. You could have been spending that time actually doing something.
It's complete random what you're bumping into anyways.
So why the fuck? I'm just saying it's stupid, okay? I'm saying why
They're
have
not
something
just
that's...
the metal slimes.
I'm just saying why have something that is completely random like that and no way to win against it?
No, you can still win. Again, it's just a matter of hitting him 4 times, essentially.
Yeah, which is completely random numbers generation.
Like a lot of other RPG tropes.
We're not having the same conversation.
Evidently not.
I don't believe that there is a point
Well, it's the
to
same
that
thing
type
with
of
these rock
enemy.
enemies here.
Listen, Fuck these enemies, okay? They're going to be not fought. Platinum helmet.
Don't come crying to me. It's all of a sudden, oh, I need Antipod 3 to actually beat this boss. Oh, I only have Antipod 2.
Well, excuse me, sir, but I don't even have Antipode 2.
Flare.
I don't have Antipode 2, sir.
I'm just saying down the road in the future, you're not thinking that far ahead.
Well, excuse me, sir, but if these were a reliable...
Transit to Gadget Stand because, hey, you know what? You could probably save that silver to eventually get 1 gold. Those are worth a whole bunch of money, aren't they?
You know what, sir? Here's the thing, though. I could be doing all sorts of other shit to further my career rather than chasing the fucking dragon. Okay? Alright?
Chasing the dragon?
My point is that if I avoid those things, I don't spend 5 rounds swinging at shit that I'm not going to hit except by luck. And it's like depending on the lottery is what I'm saying. It's like...
It's a chance to win free TP, essentially.
Yeah, so is the fucking lottery, okay? The lottery is a chance to win free money. But it ain't gonna happen very soon.
He fights you, does he?
What?
Does he actually fight you, though? I wasn't paying attention at that point.
No, but you're still expending time and energy on it.
Yeah, like, time is a bit of the essence here.
No, we got all night. We got all night, don't we?
You might.
Why?
If we're going all night, we're starting Undertale tonight too. Then.
Is that a fact? Well,
Sure.
I'll just have to beat Lavos the first time we face him then. Oh wow, Marley hit him. Come on. God damn it. Stop it! I mean, I'll still fight him, but the point is it's a stupid enemy. I don't know what they're celebrating.
But they're not dead?
We can fix that. I will fight these guys all damn day long. You don't know me.
That actually reminded me of playing Lunar 2, I believe.
Did you say
There
Lunar
is some...
2?
Yes, Lunar 2. What, Lunar?
Yeah, because that's kind of how it's pronounced.
Whatever, I'm gonna say Lunar.
You do that. My history teacher said Frontier. What?
Anyways, Texas. But no, anyways,
Frontier.
What I'm trying to talk about anyways. So there are sometimes you get into fights with these enemies kind of like late in the game. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 that it has this anyways. If you don't manage to defeat it, he just runs away. He gives you a bunch of HP, but he's like one of the few enemies in the game that actually runs away.
Mm-hmm.
And if you essentially manage to win the battle with him just running away, instead of like saying like you get like X amount of XP, X amount of gold, whatever, it says all that work and you got jack squat.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Now the working designs typically have more fun with their translations. Sometimes for the best, sometimes for the worst.
So, you want to go hang out on the lunar surface then? You want to go check out the lunar eclipse?
Listen, buddy.
You want to check that shit out?
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Texans.
Try your
With
fucking
your
word in other
accents.
sentences. Try your fucking word in other sentences and see how
I'm
it
pretty
stinks.
sure in the game they pronounce it lunar.
Well, you know what? Again, let's go watch a lunar eclipse. Nobody is gonna take the bitch seriously. Come on.
Oh. If they pronounce it lunar in the game, I'll just pronounce it lunar in that particular instance. I will still say lunar eclipse. I'm just referring to the games as lunar.
Lunar. I can say things in a different way than other people do. Oh, I got a thing.
Chrono trigger.
You couldn't even finish it, could you?
Yeah.
No.
Chrono trigger. There we go. Yeah.
Chrono Krieger. Yeah, see?
That's not even mispronouncing. You're just replacing letters at that point.
Well, wasn't that what you're trying to do?
No, I'm trying to say Chrono trigger because it's a CHRONO.
See, you got greedy there. You should have said Chrono Trigger.
Well, I'm trying to be facetious like this conversation.
You say facetious? tell me if that's what you meant to say is all.
Yes!
Okay. Just making sure. I mean, you did lie to me earlier about the antipode.
I did not. You go back to that footage.
You know what a
I
fucking...
was joking about the shadow damage thing.
You know what a child I
use the
am.
Fire and ice swords.
You know what a child I am and how easily I fall for things.
Well, of course you do. That's how I'm so easily manipulate you anyways.
So, you admit.
I am your Xanatos, bitch.
Who the fuck is Xanatos?
Oh, come on!
Yeah, fuck gargoyles. Yeah, I know who gargoyles is, but how does this apply?
Saying how easily I manipulate you?
Really?
Yes.
Was he known for that? Seriously, I only know the name from the series. I didn't watch it all that much.
You should watch it, actually. It's a very good series.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, but, you know, there's a lot of shit I should be watching.
David fucking Frakes.
Who?
That's who played Commander Riker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was Xanatos?
Yeah.
I don't remember
There was
Xanatos.
a bunch of Star Trek folks in there, actually.
I don't remember Xanatos stepping over any chairs before sitting into them.
I bet you it's in there somewhere. I should rewatch
I
it.
fucking hope it is. Oh my god, if you can find that shit, that would be great. And you know what's the funny thing? I never noticed how Riker sat until it was pointed out to me.
And now you can't unsee it.
I cannot unsee it. He airs his balls out every time he sits. It is uncanny.
Well, you know, he's got to look out for number 1 and number 2, right?
He's got to look out for his balls and dick, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't have that much imagination. Don't disown me!
I'm just shaking my head in disappointment.
Don't disown me! I have so few friends.
Well, why don't you go create a temporal clone of yourself with a planetary magnetic field and a transporter, and then go join some terrorist organization.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Deep Space Nine. And, well, Next Generation to an extent.
I, didn't watch all that much DS9, I'm afraid. Couldn't really cotton to Cisco's way. Although, that is an interesting idea, now that we're talking about Star Trek. A remake of TNG.
In the style of the new movies with Abrams?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what the best part is? There is no better A-list actor to get for the part of Jean-Luc Picard than Patrick Stewart. It'll be real easy to get your hands on
doesn't
him.
he?
What?
He more or less still looks the same, doesn't he?
He really does. I mean, Christopher Lee took one for the team, but, you know, they were all vampires.
How you know he's just not in hiding?
Christopher Lee? Yeah, he probably went back to his own planet. Did Luca just counter? Oh, no, it's just these guys throwing these balls around. Just like Riker.
Sure.
Yeah. Riker swing them nuts, man. I always said it. On Star Trek The Next Generation, they split Kirk into two people.
Yes.
They did.
Yes.
Riker was the poon hound,
Yeah.
and Picard was the responsible one. I mean, Riker was responsible to a certain extent as well, but let's face it, what he's known for is getting that ass.
Well, everything more of his co-stars after a while.
Yeah, he got that Imzad ass. Yeah, you remember, right?
Yeah.
Imzadi?
Yeah.
I made a fucking reference. Validate.
Yeah. Worf got a lot of ass, just saying.
What did he get? Who did Worf tap? Hold on.
Well, first of all, he did have a son, remember?
Yeah, but I mean,
Was a
you
Team
know,
G. And then he got
he's
another.
A fucking alien. Do you have to have sex to have a kid if you're an alien?
Fair. They do have mating rituals.
True, but I mean, that's just a ritual. With frogs, they just lay eggs and then come on them. There's no sex involved.
Should we open up some Star Trek Xenology? Look into the
Sure,
mode
why the fuck
visuals?
not? I'm trying to trace my way around here, figure out if there's any other path to have gone.
If only you had some sort of map function.
Yeah, I do have a
That
map
automatically
function.
fill it in as you explore.
I do have a map function that fills in. Guess what? It didn't fill the fuck in. Want to stop being a
Because you're
smartass and
lazy.
start talking about alien dongs already? Did I just break you?
No, not really. Just wondering where to go from here.
Alien dongs.
How do you think the Q reproduce?
The Q? Oh,
Yeah.
it just split off thought. It's the same way that multiple personalities are born. They just splinter off thoughts. And Luca learned fire too, and now I've got Antipode Bomb and Delta Force.
Delta Force.
Fuck yeah. I'm a rolling juggernaut of awesome.
So we refer to this team as Delta Force?
No,
Or how about Team 3-Star?
we will never do that. Although we may do the attack itself. If these fuckers would stop with their shit. God, I'm having flashbacks. Imps suck. Alex, 2015. I don't know, I always kind of thought that Delta Force was not the prettiest attack, honestly. Did they seriously not get one-shotted by that?
Well, no, because you have to take him into their singular imp mode first. So you essentially just made a really pretty one-hit point attack.
That's a pain in my tuchus. We are wasting time.
But you got to show off the attack.
Yeah, I did. Great. And I'm getting torn up for it, too.
And I kind of like the one with Frog instead of Luca, or instead of Morrow.
What do you mean?
They have some sort of like quadrilateral or triangular attack thing, elemental attack.
Okay.
Essentially this, except with water instead of ice.
Delta something.
Yeah, something or other.
Oh my god, everybody is fucking drained. Alright, you know what? Fuck this shit. Time to display Fire 2 anyways. Now that's an effect. Look at that shit. That kind of reminds me of Golden Axe.
Do, 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 do.
Don't fucking tell me that had a song, okay? That had a memorable
Yes?
song? Really? You
Wait,
can
so-
hum that shit.
That's like the first stage theme.
Yeah, but it was that memorable. How many quarters did you spend?
Not a whole lot. It's mostly referring to the Genesis version.
Really?
Even the title screen's pretty friggin' metal. Well, not metal, but still.
Willingly played a console version of that. As an adult.
First of all, who do you think you're asking? And second of all, it was kind of like the pack-in for the Sega Genesis for a good while. No, that was Altered Beast, but not a lot of people got Golden Axe anyways.
But Altered Beast at least had, like, werewolves and shit. What did
Yeah.
that have?
Well,
Fucking imps and orcs and all that?
the Amazon chick,
Oh, yeah. Well,
Nothing?
made your point.
and not Gimli,
What?
and not Gimli.
Fuck Gimli.
Come on, he was Gilius Thunderhead, the dwarf.
Oh, no, look at me. I can fucking do thunder with my helmet because I got fucking lightning powers, man. Sorry, I'm bitter against dwarves. I shouldn't be.
It's sad.
I have no reason to be.
So, are you saying The Hobbit is your least favorite of the Lord of the Rings books, then?
I would say no, but my least favorite of the movies. Success. I have reduced you to gibberish.
Like you weren't doing the same to me about Golden Axe.
That's the point. I have my victories, you have yours. Oh. these
After
guys.
this is over, I'm going to show you some of the Golden Axe soundtrack, and I'll help you say that it's not awesome.
I'm not saying it's not awesome. I'm just saying wow, you remember that shit and hum it.
Mm-hmm. Sake of mentioning, on the Sega Classic Collection on the Sega CD, which included that game, that is the only one that actually received Redbook audio, which you can actually put inside of your standard CD player and play the soundtrack from that game.
Yeah?
Yeah, just saying.
You know what? You could have
Useless,
done that with
unrelated
too.
trivia.
You know what you could do that shit with too? The fucking Castlevania Symphony of the Night disc.
Yeah, for a single track that's not even related to the game in question.
But it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, kind of cool.
And actually, for most of the Turbo CD stuff, you could do that too. As a matter of fact, I remember there was the East Book 1 and 2, where the first track would say, listen, you better skip track 2 or we're gonna fuck your system up. Metaphorically. But they said something clever to that effect, and then track 2 was like... all that, and then they got onto the music. Say, you remember that...
Well, Sega games did that too, but... Sorry, anyways.
Do you remember there was a product that was for the Super Nintendo, and it was sort of advertised as kind of virtual reality, right? Sort of like... It was a vest you wore that had like a
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I had that shit. It was a fucking subwoofer in your fucking vest. And it was horrible. But...
Did you ever use it for appropriate games? Or better yet, for inappropriate games?
I never... I wore it, and I used it, and I'm like, oh, this is just a subwoofer in your chest. But here's the thing, okay? This is the important thing. That thing was awesome for one specific reason, okay? You know what reason that is?
Are you gonna say masturbation?
No. I have advanced, okay? Anyways, there was the way that it interfaced is it basically plugged into that SP-Diff port in the back, or whatever the fuck it was that Nintendo used for the RCA cables, right?
Right, yes.
There was a little attachment that plugged in, okay? And this was my first time having encountered this. This is back in the 90s, but a double-sided headphone cable of the sort that you find nowadays very easily because lots of folks like to plug their phones into their cars in order to play the music through the stereo, right?
Yeah.
So, using that, I was able to take a tape recorder, okay? Again, mid-90s, did not have much technology back then to be able to find music, okay? I was able to capture all of the fucking music from all of the games that I wanted to with that. And that was serious currency back then. That you used to be the awesome person if you had all the music from all the games way back then.
I could see that, yeah. I mean, you could still just put the standard RCA cables into a tape deck, but still, that's another go-away around for it.
But for me, I didn't have access to a lot of that shit.
Right.
So when I happened to luck upon that weird-ass thing that I think I just borrowed it from someone, I don't know if it was actually mine, but that little part actually allowed me to record manually to tape the all of the Chrono Trigger music.
Pretty nice. I think I did the same thing too. Did some other games like what was it? Pilot Wing 64, Mystical Ninja starring Goemon.
Just to give context, this was well before MP3. This was like MPEG 2. And I couldn't even record in WAV files. I had to record in like that weird old Macintosh System 7 SND file or whatever.
Nice. I remember reading about MP3 players in a 1995 issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly.
And was it like the fucking future had come?
Yes, with a mighty 32 megabytes of storage.
Hey, you know, that's like 10 songs right there. Not very good quality, mind you. It's like, what?
Of course, that was the high-end models. You could still aim for like 16.
I mean, we were talking like 96 kilohertz recording there, basically, so it wasn't exactly fantastic.
No, you probably did drop the bit rate considerably.
Yep, and stereo. What the fuck was that, right?
Actually, my first MP3 player was a CD player with MP3 playback technology, which drained the battery in like about 2 hours.
Cool. Well, that's actually pretty good for the day, you know?
Well, that was about 2001-ish.
Why do I have a time hat? Fuck it, I'm not
Prevent
even gonna
stops.
wonder about it.
Oh,
I got a time hat.
probably a drop from someone.
No, it's was in this chest.
Oh, that was in? Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
I wonder why there's a thing called a time hat.
Oh, so not like why you had it in your person.
Yeah, now just why is there a time
back,
hat?
Go back, back.
Why?
Right at the bottom there.
Oh. I thank you, sharp, eagle-eyed, half-dead person. Let's use the magic capsule on Marley to give her half a chance of being able to do shit. Now, of course, there's a boss coming up. We all know this boss. He are difficult.
Would you say I wasn't paying attention?
You caught something. I will give you that. While we were talking about old-ass audio equipment.
Right.
The guru of life is trapped in there. Pretty good, pretty good. It's disappearing!
After 1,000 years, who disturbs my slumber?
And he immediately opens up with the double hand blaster. Fucking ow. Anyways.
Hey guys!
Oh god, will you stop with the fucking two-handed fist slap attacks? Jesus. Alright, let's have him do let's do Antipode 2. And we'll do it on one arm alone. I think Antipode 2 is like worthless, isn't it?
Well, it doesn't seem like this guy has any particular weaknesses anyways, so...
Snakaka!
Oh my, he's got 9,500 hit points.
On the head.
You're gonna be here a while.
He's got it on the head, though.
Yes. The
Jesus!
hands each have 2,000 hit points.
Jesus Christ, this guy here. I'm pretty sure it's more than a... You see this shit? You see this shit I'm working with?
Yeah.
Seriously, there's not even time in between for heals.
Nope.
So anyways, that was Chrono Trigger. I think it's enough. I don't want to keep doing a boss over and over again. We're both tired as fuck, and you saw the boss. So we'll just beat it at the start of next week. This is going to be my last Chrono Trigger recording before Christmas. So hopefully you all have a great and Merry Christmas. Please leave a thumbs up if you like this video. Once again, my name is Alex, also known as Solemnus Dracona. With me, as always, is Rambler. Goodbye, Rambler.
See ya.
Peace. Bye now.